So let's get into it because we actually, what the Jets just did and were able to get, we've been there. We were just there a few years ago. Let's see if they do a better job with 5 first-round picks and 3 second-round picks that they're going to have the next 2 years. That's pretty much what the Miami Dolphins had. You remember that? Everybody remember the two Austin Jackson, Noah Igbenogany? How's that 3 worked out so far here now coming into their prime of their careers? Robert Hunt, Raekwon Davis, Waddle, Phillips, Holland, Eichenberg, you kind of get the picture. The Jets have been awful, but they had 2 really, really good young players. Really, really good. They hit on a couple first-round picks with a little Sauce Gardner and obviously with Quinn and Bell. And that's been the difference. That's been the difference. They were able to get a whole bunch of first-round picks and a first and a second-round pick, and they're in great, great shape right now with the picks. So that's what they were able to get, and so it's a rough one for to watch this thing. By the way, I said like Quinn and Bell, Quinn and Williams. I did that. Quinn and Bell's our guy. No, I know that'd be 2 days in a row. Quinn and thank you for reminding me, Jerky.
Sorry,
Quinn and Williams. When I get to be as perfect as you be, then I'll be great though. But thank you.
To correct yourself. We weren't going to correct you.
I was going to do it.
Now it looks like they're going to have their choice of quarterback, huh? New York.
I don't know. It's still too early.
Although they've botched that thing, man. They've had a rough time over there.
So anyway,
you like doing that, by the way?
I got to tell you.
Just fire sailing these guys off for as many picks you can possibly get.
Yeah. But you got to hit on them. You got to put somebody in place.
The weird thing is you left some of those guys behind too, man. Like Brees and Garrett Wilson were like, they were bummed out, man.
Yeah, well, they're going
to stay over there and rot away.
They would have dumped those guys too if they would have got the right picks. But I think what happened to him, it's funny you said that. The same thing happened with Waddle.
Yeah.
They had Waddle out there. Teams wanted Waddle, but they didn't want to give up a number 1 pick. And I think Bradley Chubb, I get a call from a KMBR yesterday during the day. Hey, can you get back to us? I call him. Guys out there, some of those guys do the 49er broadcast that I'm friends with, and say, hey, you mind coming on? It looks like the Bradley Chubb deal. We just talked to the team. Looks like they're going to get this Bradley Chubb deal done. So I thought the Bradley Chubb deal was like ready to happen. And so, I said, all right, trade deadline's coming up. So I was watching anyway, and didn't happen. So I just figured they wanted Bradley Chubb, but they weren't willing to get up, and I get it, man. If it's a 7th round pick or even a 6th round pick, I mean, the Jets they loaded up. Now, this is what you get when you have all pro players and Pro Bowl players on the defensive line, the defensive tackle and a corner. And you found the right team that needed it. We know the Colts have been looking for a corner, tried the whole thing with X-Man, and he retired. And
well, the Colts are loaded up, huh?
Boy, they
might make a run.
This will be an interesting, Woody. This really will be a really interesting one to see what happens with them.
You ready for the tough question of the morning here, Joe? I've been asking this question for quite a while now. What is the vision of the Dolphins?
I don't know.
What
honestly
are they doing? They traded away one piece. They kept everyone else.
I don't know.
What are they doing? What is the
future
here? Like
I felt like
rebuild, reset.
I feel like the Dolphins got offered for their guys like a 7th round pick for every guy. I really and Waddle like a 3rd or 4th round pick, and I just feel like they're trying to get better deals right up till 4:00. They couldn't get better deals and said, well, what the hell? We might as well. We might as well keep them. I got to tell you, Dave Hyde, for the 3rd straight day, has got an unbelievable article. Really explains everything about the team. Like, matter of fact, if I do half my show today, it's Dave Hyde's article. So I don't want to be a complete thief on the work that he did, but it was unbelievable. And it's right on the money with this team and everything with this team. And he talked about the guys I just brought up, Tua, Austin Jackson, Noah Igbenogany. Austin Jackson, always hurt. Noah Igbenogany, 1st round pick. They got rid of him. I've never seen a guy get torched in practice during camp like he did every day with all. And he was a talented guy. Physically, you watch him warm up and run and jump, and you go, I get it. But he couldn't play. Could not play. Robert Hunt, gone. Paid, Carolina paid $1 zillion to get him. He's gone. Raekwon looking for a home here recently. I don't know if he finally got picked up or not. Waddle, okay. Phillips, gone. Holland, gone. And Eichenberg hurt. And these are guys, honestly, that are all in the prime of their careers. These aren't, I'm not talking about a bunch of 30-year-old guys. I'm not even bringing up Cam Smith and some other top picks. But so even if some of these guys, if they were really, really good, you could have done what the Jets did yesterday. And that's get all these top picks.
Mm-hmm.
Now the other part of it is we couldn't figure out the Jets, if they can take advantage of it and they can really hit on these picks. And one thing the Jets have done on their high number one picks, they've hit pretty well on their guys. They haven't been very good, but a lot of their number ones, if you go back and look at Garrett Wilson, who you just brought up, Woody, as well as Sauce Gardner, who's been all pro.
They actually hit a home run with Sam Darnold.
They just didn't know it.
Yeah.
For somebody. No, but the thing is, they've drafted some guys, not all of them. They've whiffed on some too, but they have had a few guys that were good enough for other teams to go give them 2 1s. I mean, I see Sauce Gardner gets 2 first-round picks. Wow.
So I guess is the vision of the Dolphins right now that, like, we're going to patch this thing up for one more run because we have to pay the quarterback, and, we got Jalen Waddle, we got, Tyreek, we got to bring all these guys back. And
first of all, if I'm to make a prediction right now,
yes,
as a morning talk show host, Tyreek will not be back with the team.
Where will he be?
Woody, I don't know if he can play.
Oh, he's going to play, Joe.
Woody, did you see the knee?
Yeah, I saw the injury.
Okay.
I saw it.
That's right. You carried on about how ugly it is and the game. You went on the whole thing. Okay. So you just think all of a sudden he's going to come back?
Going to try to play.
He's going to try to run. Why? If he comes back and you think he's going to jump out of mini camp somewhere and run a 100 meters somewhere?
Tyreek, I do think that the guy has the work ethic. Whatever you think of him, I think the guy works hard, and I do think he will make an attempt to get back.
Oh, he will. Of course,
whether he's the same guy or not, I mean, that's probably he might not be, but I do think he's going to make an attempt.
I think that injury, they are moving on. Not to mention the way this team is right now.
But if they're not making massive changes, why wouldn't you?
They're going to make massive changes.
Okay,
they're going to overhaul this thing.
You think so?
All those draft picks, you could be a very average, a below average draft pick. There's a good chance, whatever that final number is before the draft, you're going to be on this football team. They're in cap hell. They are in cap hell. Forget all the names officially they call it. And by the way, I get it. I said this yesterday. They tried to speed up the process. They had a whole bunch of number ones. They had a big, big free agent money class, meaning they were a lot of money. They could be a big player in free agency like the Patriots just were. And they did it. I mean, they went out and they patched up everything. Then they started throwing in draft picks on trades, and it just looked like, okay, they're making a run on this thing right now to speed up the process, man. This is not gave up all those, had 2 real small draft classes, and they were going for it. Some liked it. Hey, man, I looked at it and I go, hey, this thing might work. This might work. What, we were 9-3? Does that sound right? Something like that. We had a real good start to the year, and you're going, damn. Playing for best record in the AFC against the Ravens, I went, damn, this thing might pay off. And here we sit, 2025, more than halfway through the football season, and we have not won a playoff game in 25 years. So that's
you got New England, who's clearly made their moves, right? And they're up there.
They're off and running. Hell, they're even where I didn't think they're going to be better than the Bills at this point.
They might have hit a home run with their quarterback, but
schedule, good schedule.
They had a good game this weekend, by the way. Yeah, Bucks this weekend.
Yeah, good
that
game.
Should be a fun game.
Good game.
But then now you got the Jets with all these picks. So where are the Dolphins in this whole conversation?
We fall
Bottom
behind
again?
here. Listen, you look at this. We could be looking at the 4 spot in the AFC East where there's 4 teams. Yeah, somebody's going to have to make some really, really tough decisions.
Wonder who's going to be making those decisions.
So I got to tell you, man, I'm still trying to move on from the guy we had for 9 years who had final say on a lot of this. And he do
you have any idea what they're going to do with that position?
None.
Are they going to look for a guy who's been doing it for a while? Are they going to let this guy continue to make the picks, or any thoughts on that? I mean, who knows, right?
I don't know. I know interim numbers aren't, if you look at interim GMs and interim head coaches, small percentage. I know guys that have had interim tags on this team have not been able to stay around. Now that we've seen 2 of them, we wish they could have, because 2 of them are head coaches in Tampa Bay and Detroit.
The problem becomes if you're going to get anyone who's like serious. I mean, they're going to be like, hey, I'll come in, but we got to get rid of this quarterback. Maybe
so that
coach,
comes into play, and that might, Woody, that's a good question. That might be a turnoff for some teams. That might be a turnoff for
GM, right?
For some GM. He might say, how many years you giving me if I've got to go with this guy or keep this guy? How's this going to work? I'm telling you,
I just, with all of us getting older, Joe, I don't want to feel like next year is going to be a throwaway too.
Woody, I'm with you, but I don't know what else to tell you, man. You add up all the pieces, and it doesn't look good next year. We got a lot of dead money. Let's just start with the amount of dead money. Instead of getting players with that money, it is called dead money. There is nothing there. We ran the credit cards up, and now we got to pay them off. And if we don't, we're going to have big problems. We got to pay them off. We can clean it up, though, in a year. But it's kind of hard to tell your fan base, hey, hang in there for 12 months. And by the way, please over there, don't try to put some positive spin and we're out to win games. I know you're out to win games. I know Mike's going to say today we're trying to win games we feel good about. By the way, how would you like to go? And I'm getting really long-winded. I'm going to come back and I'll talk about this a little bit. Some of the guys, what they just went through over the last 3 or 4 days. How about 3 or 4 guys were sitting around all day with their agent, talking to their agent on their day off, thinking and trying to figure out where they're going to go. And they knew the teams were in play for them. There were no secrets. Agents were in on all the deals of what might take place. And now you find out, hey, man, welcome back here. Bradley Chubb, good to see you back here today, brother. You're still starting on the outside against the Bills this week. It's just an awkward one with everything going on. And again, the players are all aware of everything from salary cap to play to who was on the hot seat and might get traded. They know exactly who was looking to get moved. They're aware of everything. And this will be an interesting one to see Mike getting these guys ready to play this week after the last 4 or 5 days. It's been a rough one, I'm sure. Hey, I got to take a second this morning.